Hi guys, welcome back to another fun-filled week of international rugby. So we had England, Samoa, Scotland, Australia, Ireland, Argentina, and Wales, New Zealand.
Good start, Al, well done.
Thank you very much. Obviously this week we got Rich minus hair.
Well, I didn't have much to start with, to be honest, but slight slip with the clippers. Once you're in, you've got to go all in.
Right, exactly, you know? It's a good look.
Got to commit.
It's a good look. Comment below, let us know whether you like the new look.
No, I don't have to do that.
Right then, so I think we'll start with Ireland, Argentina. They did look quite organised, Ireland.
I think that's Ireland's thing, organisation.
Yeah.
You know, I think I've called them the green machine now. That's what they are. They are super organised. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
All on the same page.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'd like to see what happens when Conor Murray, Johnny Sexton are unavailable for injury reasons. I'd like to see what their strength and depth is like at 9 and 10. I think that game plan will be massively varied without those two playing. Yeah,
they're absolutely key. They know the game inside out. They know each other inside out. Everything works when they're there. That's a great point. You know, what would happen if they're not there?
Yeah.
But at the moment they are.
Yeah.
And they're just mowing through people, and they worry me.
Anybody stand out for you from that game?
Yeah, Stockdale again. Stockdale, that I said the big thing I think Ireland need to do is get a new back three, pretty much. And certainly Stockdale looks like he's nailed down that left wing slot as his own.
Yeah.
I mean, what I like about him, he's big and he's ranging, he's quick, yes, but he's different.
Yeah.
And I think that gets oppositions guessing, it gets oppositions thinking about a player.
Yeah.
And I think that goes a long way.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. He looks the real deal, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
He does look the real deal. Have you got anything else that you noticed from that game? Or?
Well, I would say, here's a little question for you guys out there. Ireland, clearly very good, strong contenders for Six Nations. If they want to win a World Cup, which I think should be their aim, with the team they've got at the moment, are they too formulaic? What do they need to do, if anything, to have a little bit more unpredictability to their game? They got great skills, they've got silky skills, they've scored some great tries, but it is quite prescriptive. Is that a good thing? Does it play to the players' strengths, or are they holding themselves back a bit? Yeah,
I think you as an opposition coach, you know to target Conor Murray, you know to target Sexton, and try and put them off that kicking game, because it is such a big part of that Irish game plan, really, isn't it? That if you can kind of target those two, like it showed in the Lions, really, you target Conor Murray early, and he looks a bit shaky.
Possibly, yeah, but they're just a scary prospect because there's no real weaknesses in their game.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Anyway.
Right then, should we move on to Wales, New Zealand?
Yes, what a cracking game.
It was awesome. It was awesome.
What did you think, Al?
I thought New Zealand were below par.
They were definitely.
Beauden Barrett just didn't look at the races at all from start to finish. Just didn't look like he fancied it. Moments of brilliance. Naholo's first try in the corner. What a finish!
Amazing,
unbelievable. I think it was Wales' game to lose, really, for me.
I think you summed it up. I think if there was a time to get in New Zealand, it was now. Because their minds are on the beach a bit. They've had a long, hard season, and they've steamrolled pretty much everyone. They've won everything.
I just think with Beauden Barrett not on his game, they looked, the backline, which is normally so on the front foot, so kind of the territory game is good. They just looked a bit stuttery. Yeah, and they were. But the thing is, Wales played really well, I thought. They had loads of territory, loads of possession. The problem is that New Zealand, their players are a lot better. It's so simple, but their players are better than the Welsh players. They're better than anybody's players, essentially. So when they had those 1 or 2 opportunities and they executed, it was just sublime. Ioane's try was amazing. Naholo's try was amazing. Just executed when they had the chance. Just brilliance. They have players that Wales do not have and that no one has. Yeah, I mean, that's what won them the game. What I quite liked from Wales was they looked really dangerous when it was unstructured. Yeah. When they were offloading at the tackle, they were breaking shoulders. They looked really good and really sharp. Absolutely. I think Williams' try, Scott Williams' try was perfect. Was a brilliant example of that. Yeah. I think it went to Williams first, Owen Williams first, and then to 10 to bigger, and then out wide. It was a perfect combination of your 2 ball players. I think actually Owen Williams looks like he can play that 12 role. Yeah, I think it's the first time that they've actually looked
comfortable playing alongside each other.
It's new.
They were interchanging. They were one of them was at 10, the other one was at 12, and it actually looked good for the first time.
Yeah, and Williams, I think what works for him is he's got a bit of bulk on him as well.
Yeah.
He's got the 10 skills, but he's got some size as well. So I definitely think it's the way to go.
And again, I think going back to what we're saying, it's nice to see that they're given that opportunity to. He's got a bit of a run in the side, which I think is key, really, isn't it? Going forwards.
So for Wales, you know, style-wise, practicing that new 10-12 axis, I think it's been a great experiment.
Yeah.
The problem is they've lost 2 games, and I know technically it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But psychologically, this is a long time. You know, they've never beaten New Zealand for however many years it is.
30 something.
Well, it's like 30 games and 60 odd years or something. I don't know. And just psychologically, if they were to come up against them in the World Cup, it just doesn't help. If you get that one win, and that was a chance, it's really going to help. So comment below how important you think it is, but I think the psychology of losing 2 games to Australia and New Zealand is a bit of a blow.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Anyway.
Right, should we move on to the potential Six Nations champions next then?
Scotland?
Yeah. yeah. Scotland,
yeah.
I thought, for me,
Go on.
they were unbelievable. It helps playing against 14.
It does.
But, take nothing away from Scotland, they were superb against Australia.
Yeah.
Superb.
No, absolutely. So, we're going to pause it there.
Yeah.
Let's try that. Yeah, it was a shame that we didn't see the game 15 against 15.
Yeah.
It would have been an absolute cracker. I think Scotland had the edge. I think they would have won. It is a shame. Stupid red card. What do you think of that?
Brainless. And for me, at the scores, I think at that point it was 12-11 to Australia.
Yeah, it was,
It's just changed the game completely. From that point on, Scotland started to get their dominance into that game.
Yeah, it was a complete brain meltdown because he didn't even try to wrap his arm around. There were no mitigating circumstances. It was just craziness. So.
Yeah, exactly. So I think
it was a shame.
Yeah, it was really, because I think that would have been an absolute cracker had that it been 15 on 15.
And that being said, Australia didn't help themselves either. When you're playing with 14 men against a good side, you need to tighten up your game. You need to play for territory. You need to keep possession.
Yeah.
But it just turned into a bit of chaos, really.
Yeah.
And Scotland thrive on chaos at the best of times. And when it's against 14 men, they really thrive on chaos.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, they just cut them apart. It was outstanding.
Yeah, and even without Stuart Hogg there as well. So with Sean Maitland at fullback, who's got gas to burn. The try he scored going round the outside of the forwards. I mean, he was up against forwards, so
he was. I watched the replay, and I must admit, I think it was Simmons looked like he was walking through treacle. Oh my God, he looked like he was going backwards.
Yeah, exactly.
He looked knackered. But yeah, no, it was still a good try. McGuigan, I thought, impressed on the wing. Yeah. Coming from Sale Sharks, he's real fine. I think good depth there.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it helps having the world's best 13 as well.
Okay, you're saying that, are you?
Comment below.
Oh, wow.
Is there a better 13 in world rugby at the moment? Yeah, so I think comment below. Do you think there's a better 13 in the world as it currently stands? I would argue probably not.
Okay, I can't think of it offhand. I'll have to have a think about that one. That's a good question. But do you know what? I was thinking all the way through that game, he's the sort of player England need to balance out their back line.
Yeah, he is.
As is Hamish Watson at 7. Brilliant player. Their balance in their pack, their balance in their back line is great.
Oh,
really,
he's
really
a real tenacious competitor, isn't he? Very much in the kind of kneel back ilk, isn't he?
Oh, massively.
Really tough, nuggety, get his head where people don't want it to go, and he's quick. He's great.
No, he's great. And what's great about Scotland is, I still think there are a few players short in the pack of a real quality side that can grind out a tough game.
Yeah.
But they're all on the same page. They all know what they're doing. That try where Russell tapped the quick penalty and then they moved it wide. They were all expecting it because they know how they want to play. So I think sides will start getting a little bit wiser to it.
Yeah.
And if you play Scotland, I think you want to maybe slow your game down a bit and clamp down on them and pin them back and stuff like that. But when it's loose and it's open, there's no one better. No,
not at the moment. Not at the moment. They were superb, I thought.
Okay.
Excellent. Right, England?
Yes, go on then.
Final one.
Last but not least.
I thought they played well for 40 minutes, England. I thought the first 20 were good, and I thought the last 20 were good. The middle half, either side of half time, I thought was pretty ropey.
I think from the beginning of the game, the whole atmosphere felt a bit flat.
Yeah,
And I can understand why in certain ways, because the big games had gone. It was a bit of a trial match in a way. And I didn't feel the bite there. I didn't feel the intensity.
No.
And to play the way England want to play, they have to be absolutely on it.
Yeah. Which for the first 20, I thought they were scoring after 2 minutes. They were offloading. They obviously were looking like they wanted to play a slightly less structured game to test it out. And the first 20, I thought it worked. And then they kind of dropped a little bit to Samoa's level and just were trying too much, and the handling wasn't good enough for me.
Well, let's talk about their style of game, because I think I can clearly see what it's going to be. They're trying to play incredibly quickly and very unpredictably.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is there's lots of switches in play. We've seen Mike Brown going from one side to the other.
Yeah.
They're switching play, and they're trying to attack different points, and they're not waiting for groups of forwards or players to be ready. They're just going.
Yeah.
And if you play that way, you're going to get isolated players.
Yeah, you are.
Okay. And the theory is that you expect players to get there quick enough to seal off the ruck, to ruck beyond and whisk the ball away.
Yeah, definitely.
But when you're only relying on 1 or 2 players to seal that ruck, it just takes one person to be late or not there, and you've lost the ball.
Yeah, and we saw that in the second half, didn't we? Itoje a number of times taking the ball into contact, isolated, turned over. I mean, that's where Samoa, for me, were the better side on the day.
Definitely.
Their turnover rate was unbelievable. I mean, not helped by England's isolation with the ball.
Absolutely. So that's what I say about their style of play.
Yeah.
They're going to play like that. They have to be on it.
Yeah,
you
definitely.
can't go through phases half-hearted, because
Yeah.
it relies on so few people to secure rucks.
Yeah. Anybody step up for you at the weekend?
Well, not really in certain ways. I mean, just before we go to the players, I just thought the balance of the back line for me is all wrong. Okay, it's too light. Everybody wants to play the ball behind the game line.
Yeah.
Okay, you've got 3 players in midfield who are all ball players.
Yeah.
Ford, Lazowski, Slade. They all want to play someone else into space. But there's no one there to bust holes.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, that's what I would say.
I like the look of Slade at 13 more than 12, though. That's something I prefer to see him at 13 than 12. I thought he played better this week than last week.
No, very possibly. I thought we saw that George can start and Hartley can come on, because actually I thought Hartley had an impact.
Yeah, he did.
Which was surprising.
Yeah.
So they can go either way there. Genge, he played well, but my point out there is that his USP is busting runs, knocking people out of the way. Can he do that at international level? Is club level where he can do it, and international's just too hard to actually explode people out of the way?
Yeah, I mean, you look at that. He looked a bit small, didn't he, compared to the Samoan props? He just looked a bit, because you don't expect that from Ellis Genge. When you see him playing for Leicester, you think, whoa, wow, he's huge. But then in the international against those Samoan props, he didn't look massive.
I think he stays third choice, but he didn't go any higher.
Yeah.
Yule's the same, good player, knows what he's doing, but is there an X factor there? I'm not sure.
No, I'd agree with you. Yeah.
I thought Itoje was really good.
Yeah, he was.
Very low mistakes, which I liked. Carried hard, set up the first try for Brown really well. Brilliant in the line out.
Oh, superb in the line out.
So I was very happy with him.
Yeah.
Simmons, I think, has got a future at international.
Yeah, I do. I think he carried strong. He didn't make any mistakes. Defensively solid. Again, he doesn't have that at the moment. Obviously, still early doors, but he doesn't have that same X factor that a Nathan Hughes or Vunipola has.
Not in the tight. What I think he has got a bit of X factor out is in the wider channels. Yeah. I don't think there's any England forwards who look comfortable in those wide channels like he does. Yeah. Itoje's been found in the wide channels a few times recently and looked just completely out of sync and just runs into people, which is the best option for him.
I think if you go online and have a look at some of the tries he scored and some of the passages of play he's been involved in, Sam Simms, this year, he's got, for a forward, an incredible step.
So what's his best position? How best to use him?
Yeah, interesting.
Pop your comments on. Daly, I thought pure class, just finishing up here. Absolute class, nailed on starter.
Yeah,
he
definitely.
had a fantastic game.
Yeah, he did.
And I thought Lawes coming on was actually the best forward, even though he came off the bench.
Yeah.
Unbelievable
He
class.
looked massive.
Carrying,
as well, when he came off the bench,
he
looked huge when he came on, and that presence, I think, really helped drive them forward second half.
So lots of positives there, some negatives in the balance. I think some players went backwards a bit, maybe Lazowski went backwards a little bit. But I think, they found what they need to find, they practiced their style of playing, and just Six Nations, just finishing up, Six Nations is going to be epic.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, comment below, who's going to win the Six Nations? I would say it's any of the 4 home nations.
Yeah.
I do not think France or Italy have a chance.
No.
I think it's the 4 home nations all the way.
Yeah, and listening to Warburton talking about Scotland on the BBC the other day, saying that Scotland are going to be very, very hard to beat at Murrayfield.
Massively.
I think if they've got, I'm not sure what their fixture schedule is like, but they're turning it into a proper fortress up there now.
Oh yeah.
Which is, yeah, it's going to be a difficult place to go.
Cool. So we'll have a few videos out in the meantime before the Six Nations, just for fun.
Yeah.
But building up to the Six Nations, it's brilliant. This Autumn International Series has set it up fantastically. And until next time, guys, we will see you later.